How to respond gracefully to belittling comments. Stoic strategies for personal growth. Every day, we face a maze of social interactions, and some of the most challenging moments come from the sting of belittling comments. But what if I told you that ancient Stoic wisdom offers a roadmap to help you navigate these moments with dignity and composure? Today, we're going to explore how the timeless principles of Stoicism can help you handle those cutting remarks, turning them into opportunities for growth and empowerment. If you've ever been caught off guard by a comment that made you feel small, or if you wished you had responded more gracefully, stick around. We're about to uncover strategies that will not only help you maintain your cool in difficult situations, but also improve how you perceive yourself and how others see you. Understanding the impact of belittling remarks. Belittling comments can feel like a jab to our self-esteem, but their impact often goes deeper than just the immediate sting. When someone makes a remark to diminish us, it's not only a test of our emotional resilience, it's an opportunity to practice Stoic principles. According to the Stoics, it's not the external events that harm us, but our perceptions of them. So when faced with a belittling comment, the key is to manage our reactions and maintain inner peace. Let's consider an everyday scenario. You're in a meeting and you suggest a new idea. Instead of receiving constructive feedback, a colleague dismissively remarks, "That might be the worst idea I've heard." In this moment, it's easy to feel embarrassed or angry. However, from a Stoic perspective, this is the perfect moment to practice detachment. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, advised rejecting our sense of injury because when we do, the injury itself disappears. The harsh comment holds only as much power as you allow it. Instead of internalizing it as a reflection of your worth, you can choose to view it as a reflection of the speaker's mindset, perhaps their mood or their own insecurities. This shift in perception allows you to regain your composure and avoid letting someone else's words define you. Turning belittling comments into stepping stones. This idea aligns with psychological principles as well. Carl Jung, the renowned psychologist, noted that everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves. So if a comment hurts, it may be pointing to areas where we feel insecure or less confident. Recognizing this is a golden opportunity for personal growth rather than a setback. Consider another scenario. You receive a performance review, and your manager criticizes your recent project more harshly than expected. Instead of reacting defensively, take a step back. Is there any truth to the feedback? Can you improve? Or is the criticism exaggerated? Aristotle once said, "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it." This principle is crucial here. Evaluate the feedback critically before deciding whether it's constructive or unfounded. By choosing to grow from the experience, rather than shrinking in defeat, you embody the Stoic practice of rational judgment. Recognizing the intentions behind belittling comments. Another important aspect of Stoic wisdom is recognizing the underlying intentions behind a belittling comment. Often, these remarks stem not from an honest critique, but from the other person's insecurities or need to assert dominance. When you understand this, it shifts your perception. You stop seeing yourself as the victim and start seeing the comment for what it truly is, a reflection of the speaker's issues, not yours. This doesn't mean excusing their behavior. Rather, it's about understanding the context of their words. This shift in perspective allows you to respond with greater wisdom, compassion, and poise, rather than bitterness or resentment. Turning challenges into opportunities for growth. Every time you're confronted with a belittling comment, you have the chance to embody Stoic resilience. Instead of allowing these moments to wound you, you can use them as opportunities to deepen your emotional intelligence and strengthen your character. Each comment becomes a teacher, showing you where you may still be vulnerable, but also helping you cultivate patience, self-discipline, and understanding. By responding with equanimity and composure, you protect your self-esteem while enhancing your integrity. This is the true power of Stoicism, the ability to convert challenges into opportunities for personal and ethical development. The Stoic strategy, Ask them to repeat it. One of the most powerful and surprisingly simple Stoic-inspired strategies for handling belittling comments is to calmly ask the person to repeat what they just said. While this may initially seem counterintuitive, why would you want to hear something hurtful a second time? The power of this approach lies in its ability to shift the dynamic of the interaction. Imagine you're at a social gathering and someone makes a dismissive remark about your recent job change. Wow, you switched jobs again? You must have a hard time sticking with anything. Instead of reacting defensively, you calmly ask, "Could you repeat that?" By asking them to repeat the comment, you force them to reconsider their words. This pause allows them to reflect on the weight of what they've said, often leading to a realization that their words were hasty or thoughtless. Plato wisely noted, "Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something." By prompting the speaker to repeat their comment, you're essentially making them reflect on whether their words were meaningful or simply an impulse to assert dominance or fill the silence. Often, this results in the speaker reconsidering their words, perhaps even retracting them or rephrasing them in a more thoughtful manner. This strategy not only helps disarm the situation, but also gives you control over the interaction, turning a potentially uncomfortable moment into a teaching opportunity for both parties. Conclusion: responding to belittling remarks with Stoic strength. Belittling comments are inevitable in life, but how we respond to them defines our character. By applying Stoic principles, detaching from the remark, understanding the speaker's intentions, and choosing rational judgment, we can turn these challenging moments into stepping stones for personal growth. Rather than allowing these comments to damage our self-worth, we can use them to build resilience, compassion, and inner strength. So next time you're faced with a hurtful remark, remember, you have the power to respond with grace, wisdom, and confidence. Every belittling word can be an opportunity for you to grow stronger, both in your mind and in your spirit. Mastering reactions. Stoic strategies for handling belittling comments. One of the core tenets of Stoic philosophy is focusing on what we can control, specifically our reactions to external events rather than the actions of others. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, made it clear, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that truly matters. This profound insight can guide us in navigating situations where we feel belittled or disrespected. One powerful strategy in dealing with hurtful comments is asking the person to repeat their statement. This simple action is incredibly effective, as it puts the control back in your hands. You're not passively absorbing the insult, nor are you escalating the tension by reacting impulsively. Instead, you actively manage the flow of the conversation. Here's the psychological magic behind it. When someone is asked to repeat a potentially embarrassing or aggressive comment, they often experience discomfort. This happens because their own social awareness, the understanding of respect and kindness, clashes with their words, creating cognitive dissonance. This discomfort often leads them to reconsider their choice of words, or, at the very least, stop them from repeating the same comment. Moreover, this technique gives you space to collect your thoughts and steady your emotions. Instead of reacting from a place of hurt or anger, you have a few moments to respond thoughtfully and calmly. This not only preserves your dignity, but also sets a standard for how you expect to be treated, without confrontation, but with clear boundaries. This is a subtle yet powerful assertion of your self-respect. Another Stoic strategy is asking questions to clarify the intent behind a belittling comment. This shifts the interaction from an emotional response to a thoughtful one, allowing you to regain control of the situation. By inquiring, you're encouraging both yourself and the speaker to pause and reflect on the true meaning of the words. Consider a situation where a colleague remarks dismissively, "Your contributions haven't really changed much." This could feel like an insult, but instead of immediately reacting, ask, "What did you mean by that?" Or, "Did you intend to suggest my contributions aren't valuable?" These simple questions prompt the speaker to reconsider their words and possibly correct any miscommunication. The beauty of this approach is that it's non-confrontational yet direct. It's rooted in the Socratic method of questioning, which encourages deeper thinking and reflection. By asking about intent, you not only expose any hidden motivations, but also guide the conversation towards a more thoughtful and productive exchange. Asking about intent can reveal much more than just a poorly chosen comment. It might uncover concerns or anxieties the speaker hasn't voiced directly. For example, if a friend harshly criticizes your recent decisions, asking what leads you to say that could reveal underlying fears or concerns that were poorly expressed. This transforms a potential conflict into a moment of mutual understanding. This strategy isn't just about responding to one comment, it's about fostering better communication overall. It sets a standard for how you expect to be treated, respectfully and thoughtfully. In both personal and professional contexts, this helps build relationships based on mutual respect and a genuine desire for understanding. In the spirit of Stoicism, questioning intent can also become an exercise in self-awareness. As Carl Jung once said, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. When you inquire about the motivation behind someone's words, you're not just addressing their behavior, you're also examining your own reactions. This can lead to a deeper understanding of your triggers, allowing you to develop greater emotional intelligence and resilience. By choosing curiosity over anger, you create the space for emotional growth. Instead of letting your emotions take control, you engage with the situation in a more composed, reflective manner. This can significantly reduce the likelihood of escalation and foster a more productive and harmonious conversation. Both of these strategies, asking for repetition and inquiring about intent, highlight the importance of how we use words. The Stoics emphasize the power of reasoned discourse and the pursuit of virtue through understanding. By asking thoughtful questions, you're not only addressing the specific comment, but also practicing the art of reasoned communication. This strategy aligns with Stoic principles in its simplicity and effectiveness. You don't need elaborate speeches or sharp retorts. Instead, you rely on clear, direct questions that steer the conversation towards greater clarity and understanding. In this way, these Stoic tools not only diffuse the immediate situation, but also cultivate better communication habits in the long term. Both asking for repetition and inquiring about intent embody the core Stoic values of control, composure, and respect. They allow you to respond to negativity in a way that is both powerful and measured. Instead of reacting impulsively, you maintain your emotional equilibrium and steer the conversation in a direction that promotes understanding rather than conflict. The next time you encounter a belittling comment, remember, you have the power to control your response. By choosing your reactions wisely, you turn what could be a negative interaction into an opportunity for growth and strength. The simplest actions often have the most profound impact. So next time, use these Stoic strategies and watch how they transform your interactions and your life. The practice of questioning the intent behind a belittling comment encourages both parties to approach their words with more care and awareness. By doing so, we promote respect and empathy in every interaction. This doesn't just improve individual conversations, but can also contribute to the creation of a more thoughtful and considerate community, whether at work, at home, or in social settings. When faced with a dismissive or hurtful comment, asking about its intent serves multiple important purposes. First, it provides the speaker an opportunity to clarify or reconsider their words. Second, it fosters a deeper understanding and opens up lines of communication. Third, it strengthens your own commitment to Stoic principles by controlling your response and focusing on rational, composed dialogue. This simple strategy becomes a powerful tool to maintain your dignity and guide interactions toward greater meaning and respect. One of the most profound Stoic-inspired responses to belittling comments is choosing silence. It's a practice rooted in wisdom, restraint, and reflection, a powerful display of self-control. As Seneca once said, "He who does not wish to speak is heard more powerfully." In the heat of the moment, when tensions rise and harsh words are thrown your way, the urge to react can be overwhelming. but responding with silence can be a powerful countermeasure. It gives you a moment to step back, preserve your peace, and prevent the situation from escalating. That pause also offers the other person a chance to reflect on their words, potentially realizing their harshness or inappropriateness. Silence aligns beautifully with Plato's idea of harmony within the soul. He believed that true peace is found when all parts of the soul are aligned, not at war with one another. By choosing silence in response to provocation, you maintain internal harmony. You refuse to let external negativity disrupt your inner peace. In this way, silence becomes not a surrender, but a statement of your values, an expression of Stoic indifference to petty provocations. Moreover, this practice speaks to a key Stoic idea: not being swayed by external judgments or opinions. Silence is an exercise in focusing on what truly matters, your own values and judgments, not those imposed by others. By not responding, you communicate that the comment is beneath your dignity, not worth engaging with. In doing so, you protect both your mind and your emotional space. From a psychological perspective, choosing silence can also be seen as a form of boundary setting. Carl Jung, who delved deeply into the human psyche, might suggest that in these moments of silence, you're protecting your conscious mind while respecting the unconscious processes that govern your reactions. By taking a moment to pause instead of reacting immediately, you create the space to respond from a place of deeper values, not surface-level emotions. In professional settings, silence can be strategically powerful. Whether in meetings or negotiations, remaining silent in the face of a belittling remark can shift the dynamic of the conversation. Often, the other party will feel compelled to fill that silence, which can lead them to backtrack or offer more constructive comments. Silence, in this case, becomes a tool for regaining control of the dialogue and redirecting it toward a more positive direction. Embracing silence is not about passivity. It's an active choice, one that requires discernment about when to speak and when to let silence speak for you. Not every comment deserves a response, and sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is remain silent. This reinforces your self-respect and commitment to maintaining a higher standard of communication, one that transcends petty conflict and focuses on personal integrity. In moments of provocation, silence speaks volumes about your character and resolve. It's a testament to your strength and adherence to Stoic principles, showing that, even in the face of challenge, you can respond not with impulsivity, but with a dignified silence that reflects your true self. As we conclude today's discussion, remember that the true essence of Stoicism isn't found in abstract theory, but in everyday practice. It's about how we handle criticism, manage stress, and celebrate success. By integrating these Stoic strategies into your daily life, you not only change the way you feel, but also transform how others perceive you. Stoicism teaches us to live wisely and well, regardless of the challenges we face. Keep engaging, keep reflecting, and let's continue to strengthen our collective resolve to live with integrity and wisdom.